Nintendo confirmed when it'll announce the Switch successor, according to this article. I was just scrolling on my phone, and for those of y'all who like have this feature on your phone, like sometimes, let me see if it'll pop up. Well, if anything popped up since I last clicked it. So even though it's something about Trump or whatever, like sometimes my phone will randomly just recommend me articles through Google News throughout my notifications. And usually I exit out of them because the gaming app articles that I see, it'll be telling me about news that happened 2-3 days ago. They'll just wait till the most popular or one of the more popular outlets like IGN or Polygon or it's another one I'm thinking with. It has like a V or something like that. Oh, or like The Verge or something like that. It'll wait till one of them report on it, and it'll only show me articles from big major publications. But every once in a while, they'll give me a gem like this from a publication I never heard of. Never heard of this publication a day in my life, so take this with a grain of salt. Also, something that you never seen a day in your life is my new setup. Hold on, look at my new desktop. Look at the new background. That little fire. I redesigned it a little bit. I recolorized it to give it a little bit more of a pink tint. And watch that, boom. Look at the outlay of the browser. Look at the fucking drip of the browser. It ain't got a Nuggets patch, but it got a QaptainSlander color patch that I found because I wanted to switch up the colors a little bit, and I saw this one because I realized on some of the articles, websites like this, it would be hard to read the articles where the Opera GX mod kicked in, and I was looking through, checking back and forth, just looking at the headline to make sure that the background didn't clash with the words. And this color scheme, I found it by mistake, and I was like, ooh, that's fire. So that's what we running with. Anyway, let's start off with the TLDR. Nintendo, too long, didn't read. Nintendo plans to announce the successor to the Nintendo Switch during the fiscal year ending April 2025. The company emphasizes the importance of the Nintendo account, which will play a significant role in the next generation console, maintaining continuity with over 100 million users. If they're emphasizing the Nintendo account, and recently, the last time we got some Nintendo news, one of the first things they said is that it will be backwards compatible. Tinfoil hat time. The next Nintendo console will focus primarily on digital games and they will try their best, their absolute best, to deprioritize and de-incentivize buying games physically, along with what the PlayStation and Xbox did this generation. Because whenever a major innovation in gaming happens, Nintendo waits a generation to get it. So for example, HD consoles, which by the way, in terms of like video games and film and stuff like that, once you hit 720 pixels, so anything 719 pixels and below, that's considered SD or standard quality. Once you get to 720 pixels and above, that's considered HD, right? The first set of HD consoles was the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3 in 2006. The first HD Nintendo console was released in 2013, that being the Wii 2, aka the Wii U. The first gaming, that was on beat low key. The first gaming generation that primarily had digital versions of the console prioritized was the generation of games that released in the generation of game consoles that started with the release of the Xbox Series X/X in 2020 alongside the 5th edition of the PlayStation. I'm thinking Nintendo's gonna do the same thing. They're just gonna wait, because like when it comes to innovations, think of PlayStation as like Android. Think of PlayStation as Windows. They're the standard. They're what most people have. They're the generic one. They let you fool around with their systems a little bit. They're not too bitchy with you playing around with their system, but it's not too much flexibility to the point to where you could accidentally fuck around and brick your system if you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Then there's Xbox. That's like Linux, where they give you the full options. They let you do whatever you want. They don't assume you stupid. They give you the most choice. It's really up to you what you do. But if you fuck your system up, that's on your dumb ass, because they assume that you know better and you know everything that you're doing. Then there's Nintendo. They're like the Apple to Mac of like how Mac OS is a very locked down OS and you gotta pay up the wazoo to try and get expanded features. And even when you do pay extra to get those expanded features, even those features are still limited in certain other ways that just give them strange limitations that are meant to protect the system from dummies. But anybody who would use that feature wouldn't be somebody who would need protection from doing some dumb shit like deleting their registry files or getting rid of a system 30, whatever Mac OS's equivalent of system 32 is. That's what Nintendo is. So I think their next generation of consoles is going to heavily prioritize and push doing everything digitally. Think about it. For Nintendo, us doing everything digitally is perfect. Not only do they get to bend us over and spank and rob us a little bit better and tap us from the back, they also get to restrict our ability to play games more. Because think of stuff like Mario 25 or Mario Run or whatever it was called, or F-Zero GX. Well, actually that one I think is still going. But like Mario Run, like the not Mario Run, what was it called? Mario 99, that's what it was called. Not Mario Run, that was the app. Mario 99, where for no real reason they gave us a live service game that we could only play for like 2 months. That doesn't even give anybody time to enjoy the game. That doesn't give the people who want to like play the game and get a little bit good and try a little bit, that doesn't give them no time to like try to get good. They had it up for like a month and they took it down. Now I don't know if they ever brought it back, and I don't really give a fuck, because first impression better be your best impression, because most people aren't thinking that deep. Most people see something, they're either gonna go yes I want that or no I don't want that. They're not like me where they're gonna analyze the pros and cons of interacting with an experience. They're either gonna go hell no or hell yes. That being said, I feel like the next generation of Nintendo consoles is gonna heavily push you doing stuff digitally so they can control your shit even harder. Sad to see, man. But let's see if they got anything more. I'm gonna skim around, because this feels like what I like to call a headline ass article, because there are some articles where like 90% of the article you can tell what it's about and like all the information in it just by reading the headline, the subline, and if there's ever like a TLDR or a Cliff Notes version summarization, you read that, or like the first paragraph, because usually they either do this or in the first paragraph or two they explain stuff that like I would just already know. Future outlook, integrated hardware, blah blah blah, integrated hardware software. What? Oh, Nintendo account. Okay. Because with the DS and the original Wii, they did have like all the Wii Store stuff that was already integrated. Because for those of you who don't know, there wasn't Nintendo accounts, but there was features that would essentially now require a Nintendo account on the GameCube, not the N64, on the GameCube. Because like there were a very few select games on the GameCube that had like online multiplayer modes, but I don't know if they were ever really good. Just assuming by the way that the Wii's online infrastructure was, I assume it's ass, and it was probably peer-to-peer. I didn't use ASO, so I don't know what it's at. But just assuming by the way the Wii's online infrastructure was terrible, you know, the infamous brawl clip that was moving at like 1 frame per second. I assume that for the GameCube it was also the same, but for that one you didn't need an account or anything. For the PlayStation, like I said, they're always a generation late. So the PlayStation 2 did have online, but it was very bare bones as well. Versus the Xbox One, I mean, not the Xbox, well, yeah, the Xbox original and the PlayStation 3, all you had to do was have an account and you pretty much could play any game online. Well, there was online passes, so back in my day, if you wanted to play a game online in like 2006, not only did you have to, on the Xbox side, not only did you have to buy the game, not only did you have to pay for Xbox Live Gold, you also had to pay to use the servers of each individual game. And each game in the package like when you open a package, because this is something you fucking young ass niggas don't remember. Like for example, how I got this DLC code inside this Space Marines case right here. Y'all can't see it in the Space Marines case. Boom. Just like how I got a code in here for the DLC, you would get a code for your online pass, and when you buy a game, you would have to input that unique code to prove that you purchased the game and that you purchased an online pass to play online on that individual game. So every game you had online for, you had to buy the ability to play online separately. So for example, pretend this is Call of Duty. You could pay $20 to play online, even though that wasn't the case, just for example's sake. You have to pay $20 to play online for Call of Duty, and then pay another, let's say $30, $40, because why not? We feel like charging you $40, and either you gonna play online or not. I don't know right here. Wow. Hold up, let me clap it up. I couldn't fucking tell. I'm not looking at my chat. I don't see the number of viewers. That's fucking 0. Thank you for this brilliant revelation, big bro. Thank you for the brilliant revelation. I didn't fucking notice. I thought that building an audience meant that you put out content so that people could watch it, so that people could see your content and come back. But you know, maybe I'm bugging. But back to what I was explaining. But each individual game you brought, you would have to pay for online over and over. So one game you could be paying $20 to access the online. It wouldn't be like reoccurring. You would just pay it once to get a code. You pay $20, then for the next game you pay $40. Also, that's another thing. Like, I don't know if you know how TikTok lives work, but TikTok nerfed my numbers, because I used to because it's crazy. I was watching a video from Lord Heck the other day, and I was looking through the comments and listening to the video, and a lot of the stuff he was saying was the same stuff I've been experiencing. Because if you go back in my old lives from like 2-3 months ago, excuse me, from like the beginning of the year, when I was still using TikTok Studio and I had to have the chat in the upper corner with the annoying ass buzzing where it kept showing you every time a new viewer would come in and stream, I used to average 200 viewers. And I'm actually putting more effort into my content now than then, and I'm getting less viewers. So, you know, that's not me, that's TikTok. After a certain point, you could pull in all the effort you want into your content. Platforms like TikTok are just gonna keep nerfing your numbers and fucking with your numbers. Because even like for the past couple days, past couple TikToks I uploaded, I usually get like 700. I upload a TikTok where I'm making a skit about Casanat, and I made that just to see if TikTok was fucking with my numbers. I get my regular amount of views, versus when I make a genuine TikTok of me talking about an actual topic, I get 200 views. So TikTok's messing with my views in addition to that, but that's a whole nother conversation. Back to this conversation though. So yeah, the GameCube /360 generation had all that like stuff integrated into the console, versus them, they were late to the party, 2004, 2006. Then the Wii U. That's also interesting. Right here is supposed to be the Wii U. Why is that not there? Okay, y'all know exactly why. But then we're going to the Switch, which is the first console where they started actually charging for it, because on the Wii, online was free. On the Wii U, online was free. On the DS, 3DS, all the DS iterations, online and wireless multiplayer was a free feature, which, to be fair, wireless multiplayer is still a free feature. But on the Nintendo Switch, because of how much money Xbox was making from Xbox Live, and the fact that gamers let PlayStation get away with the fact that they went from free online on the PS3 to, on the 4th edition of the PlayStation, charging people for online because of how much money they knew it made. Then Game Pass really changed the game and made it so that you can't just charge people for the online. You also actually now gotta actually offer some type of what's the term I'm looking for? Some type of quality content to go along with the fact that you're charging for the online. So like I said, it's a little tinfoil hatty, but I think what they're doing is they're trying to prioritize making a digital console, because it gives them more control than they had before. Until the Nintendo Switch, there was no easy way. What the fudge? Oh, That means I could go back here. What the hell? Oh, all I have to do is press exit. Until Nintendo Switch, there was no was that not me? Oh, so I guess that was just them highlighting it. I thought I highlighted the T because I'm used to thinking in blue highlights. I forgot I have a mod installed where my highlights aren't blue. Anyway, until the Nintendo Switch, there was no easy way to have consumers purchase and gameplay histories carry over across platform generations. And crossover. Okay, because I was about to say, what the fuck was the Wii U virtual? What was the Wii and Wii U virtual shop? Because I remember virtual games carried over from the Wii to the Wii U, unless I'm mistaken. Don't be afraid. Never be afraid to correct me in the comments, or like if you're in my chat, never be afraid to correct me. Why is it dipping down so bad? Hold on, I had to wait for my internet to stabilize. It dipped off. But never be afraid to correct me. If I'm not mistaken, you could carry over your games from the original Wii to the Wii U if you had brought and purchased virtual console games or anything like that. And it was the same until it was like that until Wii U to Switch, where they just started remaking Wii U games, and then they did the whole Nintendo Online joint. Yo, why is my connection going up and down, up and down? Yeah, after an hour, I'm cutting this TikTok shit off because this TikTok should be annoying. Anyway, the introduction of Nintendo account made it possible to tie consumers' history to their personal account, enabling Nintendo to maintain a continuous relationship. They have committed that they plan on making an announcement regarding the successor during this fiscal year, so before April, it should be announced. They have communicated that they plan on. Oh wait, no, I read the same thing. Thus, they will make sure, because they make over 100 million, thus they make sure NSO, service based on Nintendo account, available on the successor of the Nintendo Switch. Wonder what that successor is going to be called, because Nintendo naming scheme is just random. Is that good? No, that's good. Nintendo recently, financial results. However, what wasn't known was Nintendo's emphasis on the Nintendo account and how they want that to be a bigger part of the next generation console, which I'm calling it now. They're going to focus on a digital version. The company writes in its financial report that it believes the Nintendo account is important for Nintendo's future, which would be the case if they want a digital console. Get ready. All consoles are about to be digital. All that buying your games and owning your game shit, they're trying their best to throw that out the window, because financially it benefits them more to limit access to your games. Bro, if this shit dips into the red one more time, I'm just cutting the TikTok live off. I'm just making my life easier, because I'm not going to be sitting here the whole damn video for fucking TikTok and I don't even get no benefit from it. However, what wasn't known was Nintendo. Oh wait, no, I read that. Okay, cool. So yeah, the next Nintendo console is gonna be all digital, or they're gonna prioritize the all digital version. Now, something that I also want to talk about, which is funny enough in regards to digital games. Okay, yeah, it dipped again. This TikTok shit getting cut straight off, because it only does that when it's on TikTok. I just don't care about streaming to the TikTok audience. Like, just to show y'all what I mean. Look at how many fucking viewers I was streaming to on TikTok. I streamed for 20 minutes and they showed my stream to a total of 17 fucking people. 2-3 months ago, this would have been impossible no matter what I was streaming. Cut this shit off. And now, yeah. Tired of this fucking platform, man. I really am tired of TikTok. I really am. I'm so tired of TikTok. Because, like, streaming on TikTok and making content for TikTok has no fucking benefit for me. But anyway, talking about something on the platform that does actually benefit me, Twitch and YouTube. Go ahead and follow. I saw the topic pop up a couple times. Like, y'all saw me talk about Overwatch, like OG, But one thing that I kept seeing pop up that I didn't want to talk about individually because I honestly just don't care, despite the fact that I'm not one of those people. Fortnite is a terrible game. Grr, grr, it's just such and such game reiterated. Blah, 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 blah. Even though I'm not one of those people, I can call something like, as somebody with journalistic integrity, I can both call something great and say I don't want to play that shit. it's not a far-fetched concept to people who actually like have journalist. Yeah, see, my shit's not dipping into red. That TikTok shit be taking up bandwidth for a platform that don't even benefit me. Anyway, the Fortnite OG joint, I saw that and I didn't want to talk about it because I don't care. But I saw this video pop up from this wonderful content creator, and I just wanted to watch this and maybe talk and interject my thoughts about it.
Nostalgia bait is getting crazy. Every game is trying to go back to its OG form. Fortnite has
there's no background music.
But now they're making it permanent. Next month they're dropping the OG mode on the same day Marvel Rivals comes out. They're trying to take it back to 2017. OG map. Which
is absolutely wild because like Overwatch, you're already cooked. The reason, the excuse y'all made to get people to play Overwatch free-to-play update is that y'all was adding a story and all this other stuff. Excuse me, that y'all was adding a story and y'all was reworking the way the game was played so that the gameplay would be a bit more balanced. The Overwatch competitive scene, after y'all switched from Overwatch to Overwatch free-to-play update, people jump shipped off the game and they don't care to come back. Because when the Overwatch League was here, not only was there a bunch of drama in the league, like there was a bunch of weird stuff going on, people laundering money, gambling money, fucking people making bets on themselves and then throwing games, all that types of crazy, corrupt stuff. The organizations was doing all types of weird shit to their players. So not only was there that type of weird stuff going on, corruption and all of that, y'all wasn't making no fucking money. The Overwatch League was not profitable for Overwatch money-wise. Maybe it was profitable in terms of increasing brand awareness, but money-wise, it wasn't profitable for them. That's why that shit barely exists anymore. They kept trying to do things to help monetize the scene more and more, but they couldn't find any way to monetize it that would actually like stick and benefit them in the long run. So they just quit it while they were ahead. So them going back to 6v6 really makes this Overwatch free-to-play update, instead of Overwatch 1.2, like people were memeing and calling Overwatch 2 Overwatch 1.2 or calling it Overwatch 1.1 update. Now it's just Overwatch free-to-play update because they're bringing back 6v6.
OG loot everything, bruh. But I really can't be mad at Fortnite though. Everyone's always saying how the OG map and loot was better. And when they did limited time OG last year, that was their biggest day ever with 44 million people playing. 44 mil? If I was...
And wait, I'm gonna let him talk.
I might bring it back too, the hell you mean? Now Overwatch is pulling this too. They're bringing back...
The thing about Fortnite OG, I was watching a video. I forgot what the creator's name is, and I was watching it, I don't know if I was watching it on my phone, which on my phone I don't use the native YouTube app because that shit is terrible. Like the way the YouTube app is designed, whenever I want to go on YouTube real quick and search something, there's 1,000 freaking shorts videos in my feed, in my face, or there's 100,000 videos that have nothing to do with what I want to get. Wait. Okay, there's 100,000 shorts videos, or there's 100,000 cool, very fun looking, very highly enticing to click thumbnails in my face, and me and my ADHD can't handle that, so I use an alternate version of YouTube that doesn't have a recommended at all whatsoever, and the recommended that they do have is just time based. So whoever released their video most recently, so when I log on the app, I'll refresh my feed. If I feel like it, I have to manually refresh my feed so that I'm not just constantly seeing new video after new video after new video after new video. I can see it new videos only when I choose. Anyway, what point was I getting at? Oh, I saw a video from a content creator where they was talking about all these people that complain about, oh, we want Fortnite to go back to the OG way, we want the old Fortnite mode. And he was basically saying that a lot of these players, they don't miss OG Fortnite, they miss the memories they have, and they don't like change. and they're so stuck in their nostalgia. It's like a peaked in high school type mentality where they remember the good times at that time so much they look at it with rose tinted glasses and they block out the bad memories. Because like if you look at OG Fortnite gameplay back then compared to now, that shit wasn't fun. Waiting for it to come back up, come back up, come back up. Do your thing. You're going down. Now come back up. Come back up. Come back up. Now, one of the things that used to be annoying was you shoot at somebody once in Fortnite, they do this shit, and a whole goddamn 12-story complex appears in front of them, and now they're peeking over it like this, sniping at you while you're just lost, or you have to spin around and make your own apartment building complex so y'all can stand on the top roof and go and try and outsnipe each other or try and blow up each other's bases or something like that. Like, bro, that shit was not fun. That shit was not a fun experience, especially for people like me who weren't the wait for it to come back up. Waiting for it to come back up. Especially for people like me who weren't the greatest at building and stuff like that. Like, that shit wasn't fun. But, you know, like he said, they got a number increase because there was a lot of people that fell in love with that original gameplay and just want to play that. And all the new other cool free stuff that's there, because most of Fortnite is free. People forget that Fortnite was originally a paid mode and that the Battle Royale was supposed to be a free update for people who was playing the paid mode, and it was just supposed to be a bonus little, here you go, here's a little side mode if y'all want to play it. Fuck it, that accidentally became their most popular thing. You know, most people forgot about that, but you know, most people they play newer games and get mad when the game isn't perfect or it has to take a year to hit their stride, because your favorite game, Fortnite, took like 2-3 years to really hit its stride, you know.
If I was them, I'd bring it back too. The hell you mean? Now Overwatch is pulling this too. They're bringing back classic Overwatch. The original ROM.
It's not gonna hit.
Moveset. They're talking about return to 2016 with Overwatch Classic. If it was 2016, the Uzi album would have been good. And let me remind you, this shit was bust.
I'm gonna be fair. I listened to Eternal Take 2, and most of the people that was telling me Eternal Take 2 was ass were like old hip hop heads that only like would like if The Alchemist did an album with Young Thug. The Alchemist and Young Thug should do an album together, and The Alchemist should get Young Thug in his introspective jazz era. It's mostly head asses like that was saying the album was trash. So I was like, it can't be that bad. I just expect more of the same from Uzi. I listened to that shit. I was like, yeah, it's like Uzi took all of his songs that were as bad as Sasuke, and he dropped them all on one project and named it Eternal Take 2 as a meme. Cause that shit was ass A. You know, and the part of the Thugnificent saga and Boondocks where Thugnificent started using auto-tune and doing all this stuff that sounded out of character for him. I'm not saying Uzi's auto-tune was bad or nothing, but like he started using beats and stuff, and Riley was sitting there listening to the beat like, I don't know, man, this shit sounded a little bit old. Uzi's at that point, this shit sounded old, gang. We don't mind party turn up music, but it's like, goddamn, bro, you gotta do something interesting. You ain't do that. Most of the fucking album was him repeating random shit over and over. Niggas said, Shorty stink, so I can't fuck her. Shorty stink, I would never have intercourse with her because she smells putrid. I was sitting there when I heard that song like, alright, bro. Like, I don't mind a repetitive hook and fun-loving lyrics, but dog, what the hell is that? You're not a meme rapper. Like, if you were a Lil Dicky or something like that, I would get that you're doing this as a joke. Nigga, you're dead ass.
Do y'all remember OG Bastion? OG Mercy with
Broken.
Fuck out of here.
Oh yeah. OG Overwatch was broken, but that's because it wasn't meant for people who sit there all day with a bottle taped to their leg and a straw taped to their personal genitalia so that they don't have to get up to urinate. That shit was not fun back then, bro. That shit was not balanced back then. When people figured out all the broken shit and Blizzard eventually patched it and reworked heroes and stuff like that, like, it got better. But like, bro, do y'all not remember Sombra? Do y'all not remember Brigitte? Do y'all not remember Portal over the ledge? Like, do y'all not remember the amount of funny ass ways that there was to grief people? Like, yeah, like run that back. Let him remind you. Let him remind you. Bastion was fucking broken. They had to nerf the nigga into the ground. Like, bro, for like 10 updates straight, they just straight up nerfed this nigga Bastion and still couldn't get him out the way like how they wanted to.
This shit was busted. Do y'all remember OG Bastion? OG Mercy with the
busted. Oh yeah, that shit used to be annoying. Cause like, I remember one time I was playing with my friend and he got basically a full squad kill. He killed, cause remember, it's 6 people on the team. It was one person that like somebody else had already killed, but then he came in, he ulted, and he killed 3 people at once, and then killed another person. So this nigga had 4 bodies to his name. 5 people was dead, 4 bodies to his name. This bitch did that hand motion, 4 people came back, 2 of them ulted at the same time, clapped us. Clapped the whole fucking team. So like that shit, you like, I like it all in the name of fun and oh my goodness, LOL. In the name of fun, that shit was fun to play. That shit was fun to get annoyed by it. I'm not gonna lie to you. But in terms of balance, that shit was terrible. For all these niggas that play Overwatch and that are in the community that want to sweat and pretend like they're gonna go to the Overwatch League, even though you know damn well you ain't, because them niggas only pluck Overwatch League players out of like 2 spots in Korea or some shit like that. You're not going Prolo, bro. Relax. No, I'm not going Genji. I don't want to play. Yeah, we need a Genji, but I don't want to play Genji. I want to play Roadhog. Deal with it, bitch ass nigga. This game is for fun. It's a fucking game. You're not going to the league. And I know you're not going to the league because if you were going to the league, you wouldn't be going randoms. You would be with your team practicing.
As fuck out of here. OG Symmetra.
Oh yeah.
OG Roadhog.
Oh yeah. OG Symmetra. Woo. Oh, don't let it be. Don't. And in the beginning of Overwatch, you could pick a whole team with all the same character. So nigga, imagine you're playing and it's 6 Symmetras on the opposite team that just go to the point and they put a bunch of turrets everywhere and then they all just stand facing a doorway and they just hold like this and wait for the beam to attach to somebody. All these sweaty ass Overwatch niggas that want to bring OG 2016 Overwatch back, y'all wouldn't enjoy that shit because y'all would be like, oh my god, that's such an annoying broken strat. Roadhog, that nigga damn near had an infinite heal. Because remember, Roadhog had a really, really large life bar that they had to nerf down. They had to nerf his life bar and nerf the amount of life bar that he could get back. They nerfed they reworked actually the whole way that armor worked because he used to be able to abuse it because when Roadhog had full health and you hit the heal, he would get over health. Oh, it was either over shield or he would get temporary over health. Whenever he healed at full health and he has a heal, he could just heal. Then God forbid you got 3 healers on the team. All you know is you getting shot by a Roadhog on a point, heal. 3 fucking people running at you at the same time with 3 bitches flying behind them like this with a fucking pole to attach that nigga back with an umbilical cord. You Overwatch wanna be GoPro Overwatch League ass niggas wouldn't enjoy that. But yeah, but let's bring back 2016 Overwatch.
With the hook from hell, I just wanted 66 back, man.
Oh yeah, the hook. That hook used to be glitchy as hell. That hook used to never work properly, bro.
We're about to see whole teams of Torbjorn again, bro. This won't be permanent though.
Oh yeah. 6 Torbjorns. That's another thing they would do. 6 Torbjorns go on point, put down turrets. They all stand facing the doorway. Doof, 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 doof. Doof, 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 doof. Molten core. Doof, 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 doof. Ting, ting, ting. That's this him hitting his turret with the hammer, giving that bitch infinite heals. Ting, 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 ting. Doof, doof, doof. And as soon as they finish, you and 2 of your homeboys come to the door. Molten core. Squoosh. Doof, 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 doof. Now both of you getting gunned down. But you know, bring back 2016 Overwatch. It was such a fair, fun, balanced, extremely fun experience that everybody loved and enjoyed equally. Everybody loved and enjoyed that damn game. Competitively, that shit was unbalanced.
Nah, for real. real though. Everyone says nobody plays this anymore, but the player counts are still going stupid. They're dropping Launch Royale, old school weapons, legends, rules, everything. What type of great shift are we seeing right now? They're trying to get players back any means necessary. This stuff isn't bad, I just think it's funny. Let me know what y'all think though.
I think in Overwatch's case, no, bitch, I'm not logging in. I think in Overwatch's case, it's the like most egregious, cause like I said, a lot of these Overwatch pro niggas, like if we went back to that version of Overwatch, a lot of you niggas would complain, nerf this, nerf that, nerf, like y'all would sound like Diva at the beginning of a match, in the middle of a match. Nerf this, nerf that, nerf this, nerf that. It's one of those things where it's like I said, a lot of them are looking at this shit with rose tinted glasses. Or even in Fortnite case, like y'all want OG 2018 Fortnite to come back, but do y'all not remember one pumping? Do y'all not remember double pumping? Do y'all not remember fucking bush hat? Like niggas just sitting in a bush a whole damn game collecting resources waiting for you to get in the last circle and go where they at just for you to run by them so they could pop up and poof you? Y'all don't remember that? Y'all don't remember walking around for 15 fucking minutes just to get boogie bombed and shot in the back of the head once and die? It's like, and Apex, actually bringing back OG Apex will actually be better, because then maybe the servers would be secure and people would actually be able to play the fucking game. There's another thing I wanted to look around, skim around the article, speaking in the same vein as Fortnite. This is a short ass article. Okay, first person mode arrives on December 11th. That shit is so short, it's just gonna be all context, which I don't give a fuck about. But keeping it in the vein of Fortnite, coincidentally, Marvel Rivals is having a crossover with Fortnite. Now, when I saw this article in my feed, I was like, dog, the fucking game ain't even come out and these niggas already got a crossover collaboration planned? And like, when you really think about it, this is crazy. Games aren't even using advertisements to promote their game in terms of like creating those cinematic commercials with no gameplay that nobody wants to watch. Instead of advertising their game by making advertisements for their game, they're advertising their game by putting their game in another person's game in hope that people will get off of that game and onto theirs. You see how much of a meta mindfuck that sentence was? You see how many times I said game and was referring to a different experience each time? This shit is metaverse as hell. A lot of people saying the metaverse concept will never exist. It's Fortnite. It's Fortnite. Announced by Marvel Games on the 11th of November, the Chronoverse's collaboration is a cross-promotional campaign between Marvel Rivals and 4 other games with heavy ties to the multiverse. 3 of these games include Marvel game titles, which makes sense, such as Marvel Future Fight, Puzzle Quest, and Snap, alongside crossovers with other first-party Marvel games. Marvel Rivals, the 4th collaboration, will oddly be Fortnite. Now that kind of makes sense because Fortnite does have ties to Marvel. If y'all remembered, like Fortnite had multiple in-game items based on Marvel stuff. For example, they had the Iron Man gloves. I remember that, the repulsor joints where you can fly up in the air for a limited amount of time. They had the Spider-Man web swing thing. Even recently, they had the Doctor Doom foot dive thing in the game. So like, this makes sense because they do have a history with Marvel. Or even like when they did the Thanos event, one of the first big memorable crossover events that Fortnite did that really started this whole movement where Fortnite is doing crossovers with everybody is when they had the Marvel event where Thanos, it was around when Endgame, it was around in 2020 sometime, 2020 or 2019, sometime around then, when the Marvel Endgame, it was either Infinity War or Endgame, when Thanos' popularity started shooting through the roof. That's when they put him in Fortnite, and that's when the whole from Fortnite meme started. Like, oh, you mean Thanos from Fortnite? Oh, you mean Invincible from Fortnite? That's like when that whole meme started because Thanos got omega popular through that game. Because before that time, Thanos was an obscure character. Like, he was well known. He was like a B tier villain. Nigga, the MCU made that nigga an S tier villain. Everybody knows Thanos now. And Fortnite is part of the reason why everybody knows Thanos. Don't get me wrong, Endgame is a big reason, but Fortnite pushed it. Like, in-game is popular amongst like the general movie watching community. Nigga, Thanos is popular even amongst people who just play games because of, like I said, the Fortnite crossover. So they have an extensive history with doing crossovers with Marvels, but this still feels fucking weird because I can understand cross promotion and your other first party games. Like, for example, Marvel Snap is a card game, so maybe you give a couple cards skins based on Marvel Rival renders or something like that, or characters. Like, take the Marvel Rival Iron Man render and put it in the game. But it's like, yo, what the fuck? This is wild to see. They're advertising a game by using another game. Fortnite is no stranger to collaborating with Marvel. Endgame era success. We can skip that paragraph. Fortnite's ongoing partnership with Marvel and Disney. Okay, yeah, my shit is fine. What the flip? Please tell me it didn't split the vibe. Please tell me it didn't split the vibe. Please, please. Please, please, please. Please, please. Okay. My disconnect connection did me some justice just now. Wait. Go back up, please. Please. Wait, let me check the actual stream. Make sure my shit is good. Okay, yeah, y'all can see me clear. I don't know why, but my shit just sometimes randomly just drops all the way off the face of the fucking earth for like 10 seconds. But anyway, what was I talking about? This has surprised plenty of fans, especially since the announcement comes before Marvel Rivals even releases. Fortnite is also the only game featured in this Chronoverse collaboration that isn't owned by Disney. A factual statement. However, after Disney acquired... Oh! You know what? I did forget that Disney has stake in Epic. Never mind. This all makes sense now. I can exit out this article. It all makes sense now. Now that they have money in Epic, that's what, because Epic, think about it. Not only prior to them having stake in Epic, did they have an omega popular crossover that made one of their already popular characters blow up into a different stratosphere of popularity with a market that otherwise wouldn't have known them, that being younger jitteries that wouldn't have watched Marvel in game. Like, they pushed that franchise into another stratosphere of like iconic. That shit is crazy. So like, not only do they have a prior history of collaborations working, excuse me, not only do they have a prior history of collaborations working, the last time they collabed, it did numbers that were such great omega W numbers that it blew every other way that they advertise and market out of the water for the ratio of how much it costs to market to how much they get in return. And now that they own stake in Epic, it just makes sense for them to cross promote it. I don't even have to ask anymore. But talking about cross promotion is talking about social media, and right here we have an article talking about how Australia, the country or the town, the city, whatever the fuck you want to call it, down under, wants to institute a social media ban that would impact online gaming platforms. Now, I saw this article headline, and I'm going to read the cliff notes, and we're going to see if there's anything interesting I could dive into. The Australian government may restrict online services for PlayStation and Xbox